What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel, or actually second channel, and I kind of want to do like this new series kind of thing. It's not like a new series, it's not like I invented it, but I talk so much about hardware and battery life and all that stuff that I even do like dedicated camera comparisons, but I never talk about how a specific camera holds up in that specific year. So like the SWI videos that I do, I kind of want to do the same thing for cameras and phones as well. Now this is kind of like a test run. I don't know if you guys are even going to watch this video, but if you do and if you want me to do it for other phones as well, let me know in the comment section below or hit that like button and I'll continue doing them. But I want to hit off the iPhone 6s first, and I feel like this phone is actually super interesting because this was the first phone that we've ever seen in the iPhone lineup to be able to shoot 4K videos, and that in and of itself is a pretty huge deal. It still has a 12 megapixel camera that basically every single other iPhone since then has had, but don't get it twisted, obviously the newest iPhones like the 11, the 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max, even like the iPhone 7 Plus and the iPhone 8 Plus, all those are definitely better sensors for sure. But this one, I mean, how it holds up right now in terms of quality and everything. Now, this whole entire video is going to be opinionated. This is my opinion. It's not like I have any factual thing to back this up. But the best way I can sum up this camera in 2020 is pretty much it's decent enough for you to go through your day and really not have to worry about anything. Every time I would take photos of it or anything, I've had pretty much no problems or anything like that. The one thing that you should know is that I've done extensive comparisons with this phone, not only in terms of hardware and speed and everything, but the camera quality as well. And when you look at this thing, and I actually compared it to the iPhone 11 a couple months ago, and that camera comparison, I saw that, dude, really the 6S lacks a couple things here and there, but in terms of the quality, it's really not that bad. And even the video quality, you're lacking some things like video stabilization. It's really not that good on the 6S. It does not have any OIS, which could probably result to that. You cannot shoot 4K at 60 frames that the iPhone 11 can actually do on its front-facing camera, let alone the back camera. And obviously the attention to detail, when you zoom into an image and things like that, you tend to lose a lot more focus. It seems like the iPhone 11 and newer camera sensors can definitely hold more information in those sensors. But I do think that it's really not that bad, and I wish iOS versions had more effect of the camera UI and cameras in general. This phone obviously can do things like slow-mo and basic things like that, but there's no really cool features that iOS has really brought since iOS 9 when this thing was released. So that's a huge shame. I feel like Apple's missing out on a huge thing. Apparently with a certain version of iOS you're able to change the video resolutions within the app, but I'm not really able to do that on my 6S, so maybe that's only dedicated for the newer iPhones. But in terms of video quality too, I actually took a video on my iPhone 6S and took the same video on my iPhone 11 Pro in the same exact lighting conditions, same exact time, same exact everything, and I saw that yeah, the iPhone 11 Pro video is definitely better, it's noticeably better, but in terms of everything, dude, it's really not that bad. I do think the 6S kind of gets a weird rap here and there, but I think how this camera holds up in 2020, I mean, I wouldn't use it as a dedicated camera or anything, but it's not bad. The biggest downside of this camera though, going into 2020, this is a humongous thing for me to note, is that this thing does lack the camera sensors that, newer iPhones, that even newer budget phones have. It does not have an ultra-wide sensor, it doesn't have a telephoto lens, and that is something that this phone will not be able to get on a software update. It's not like you can implant that. You might be able to, put a fake camera lens over it or put one of those wide angle lens on it, but on stock. But I don't think anybody's going to do that for the most part. This phone does lack those specific things, and that's probably the biggest downside. So even if the quality is great, even though it has a ton of features, it lacks those things that's kind of a necessity nowadays that a ton of people have. So take it as you will, but that is a humongous thing to note. So to kind of sum up this quick little video talking about the camera on the iPhone 6s, I think, I would rate it like probably with all things considered. I hate to give it this score because I love the 6s. You guys know it's one of my favorite phones. I would probably rate it, like a 5.5 or 6 out of 10 in 2020 standards. The biggest downside is, yes, you can shoot 4K videos, yes, you can do a lot of things with it still, but it's lacking things like portrait mode, it's lacking things like night mode, it's lacking things like a telephoto lens or an ultra-wide angle lens. Those are important things that phones should have going into 2020, so it's completely usable still. It totally depends on your use case though. If you're somebody who doesn't need those things, then it's perfectly fine, but obviously something like an iPhone 7 Plus camera, which was the first iPhone to have a dual camera setup, something like that will definitely do you better in the long run. So this is kind of a quick little video. If you want me to do the same thing with other iPhones or other phones in general, let me know in the comment section below or hit that like button, but that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section as well. Hit that like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my main channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.